human nature is to not jaw jack. Like there's no reason to do anything like that, especially as a woman. Men, you just explained it. Men don't even do it. So that means it's not human nature. If it's anything, it's woman nature. And that's the reason why I
No,
asked,
men,
hold
absolutely.
on, hold on. That's why I asked her that, because men don't do that. If a man speaks to me out of line in person, we online, da da da. But if that's the last thing I'm gonna do, because I could lose my life. So men don't talk like that. So
Men
only
do.
women talk like that. So if it's not, if men don't talk like that to each other
They
out in the world,
do.
okay,
The guys
men
I
don't
know
talk
out here
like
in
that
DC
out
talk.
in the world because there's a simple understanding that they can lose their life. Okay, I'm saying just overall, if you see it over there, some stupid people, but men don't necessarily start jaw jacking to each other at a American deli or whatever, because somebody can actually pull out a gun and die. And usually,
Men,
when it is jaw jacking, somebody does die. So that's not my point, though, Paris. I'm asking women, because now we're talking about men. I'm asking women, why is there an impulse to go off on another person that says something to you that didn't touch you? And Nika, that's your name, right? Nika?
Naka.
Oh, huh? Say
Naka.
it again.
Naka.
Okay,
You
Nika.
know the answer, let go. You always say it. Women and children, right?
Okay, okay. Neka is about to be a wife, right? So I'm specifically asking her this because she's about to get married, right? She don't found the husband like Casey has, right? So Casey knows, because I'm sure Casey is thinking the same thing. Why the hell would you do that? Because the thing about it is, one, you can't be outside going off on nobody when you got a husband, because now he has to protect you and you're gonna put him in harm's way. Then at the same time, if you have the impulse to at some point act like that in your house, you're gonna put your ass out. Now you're gonna be looking crazy. So at the end of the day, there is no human reason for a woman to jaw jack anybody inside the household or outside the household. You gotta understand, as a woman, y'all don't own or run anything on the planet. And I'm not saying anything
I want
bad
you to
about
get
y'all.
this.
You depend, hold on. Women
I
depend on men. So the more you understand that you can't, because you don't have a leg to stand on, just as women, period, to turn around and just go off on people. Because if you get slapped in the mouth, a man has to now come in and take up for you, and now he can die or get shot or go to jail. So it's just an importance to find out why you have that impulse, because if you have that impulse, it's going to come out probably in year 2 of your marriage, and he's going to be like, who the fuck you talking
But
to?
I think we're kind of talking in extremes though, because
I want
it's
to
We
make
not
are.
so
sure
much that
I want to make sure that we kind of keep it on topic, y'all. With
Okay,
should you always speak to your man like a king? So let's make sure we don't derail too far.
that's on topic though.
I
Really,
know.
right?
I
Just to let
know.
go.
I was
Um,
just want to make
there
sure.
are plenty.
Hold
There
on.
are plenty of videos where two men are interacting with each other, and one man said something the other man didn't like. Both of them looked like they were normal, and one of them fired off and knocked another man out. We could pull videos on YouTube. We could pull
But
videos
we're
on
talking about the
Instagram or
topic
not
TikTok.
though.
even video.
Women,
Anything.
let's stay on the topic.
My
Real
A
life.
my
woman
point.
talking
My
to
I'm
her man like a
listen.
king,
I'm on
why would
top.
she stop doing that? It's the topic, not men.
I'm on topic. Right. It's not about men. You're correct. But to insinuate that already emotional creatures, right, should not behave a certain type of way that is irrational is kind of like, a little
What?
bit disingenuous.
You saying being
Like,
irrational?
it don't even make sense what you're saying.
You're saying so what you're saying is an irrational human being becoming rational is irrational to think? Is that what you're
I
saying?
can't hear
I just
anything. Could y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear
yes,
you,
we
but
can hear
no,
you.
that's not what I
Okay,
said.
Paris, hold on. I want to ask you that
Bro, you
question
always
again.
say women and children. It's like
Hold on, hold on,
you're
hold on, hold on,
debating
hold
with
on.
yourself
Just answer
about
the
your own
question,
stance.
Paris. Are you saying that an irrational human being irrational is being irrational to ask?
No, that's not what I said. I don't know why you finding words that make sense to fix your narrative. I don't know why you're doing
I'm
that.
just going by what
but
you
that's
just
not
said.
what I
Use the word rational and irrational.
No, I said to ask people who are emotional,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
To have some form of self-control at all
Rationality.
times is irrational. That's what I said. So the
That's
idea that you're
crazy.
trying to fixate this narrative, the idea that you're saying women should be subservient, we should be quiet, we should always never have no type of emotional disruption, that is asinine. Every month, for 7 days, something literally goes off in our brain that we cannot even control. And you're saying somebody should say something to a woman that hurts her feelings, and the only response should be her acting like a nun and not responding at all, or even down to the fact
We're
that you're
talking about
saying,
a man and a
like,
woman mainly, though.
no, I'm not talking about a man and a woman. I'm talking about a woman as an individual. Because let me tell you something. Y'all saying I'm just one of these women. Like, I'm just one of these people because of how I was raised. I'm one of these people where I don't care, man or woman. If you disrespect
I don't care.
me, something can happen to you.
That's
I'm
sad.
that person.
Well, and
Sad.
real quick though, I just wanted to add.
Hold on, go ahead, nigga.
We're speaking
Paradise, like it might be a body that might show up if you do.
That's disgusting, though, Paris.
We're speaking in extremes. Mr. Lego,
hold on, Nika. Let me hear from Nika.
Mr. Lego, what if it's as simple as, because you're assuming that I'm or the person is irate and acting crazy.
Yeah, we don't have context. I agree.
You could check someone and be calm, right? Like, you don't have to always be acting all crazy. You could still speak your piece without cursing. I actually don't curse.
What does speaking your piece help you do outside in the world other than get your ass whooped?
I don't think so. And to go back to what you were saying about, I know this is not about man to man, but I see it all the time when men play basketball and stuff like that. They get into it. You know,
the reason why I'm bringing this up,
men are emotional too. It's not just women. Men are
also that's different, though. That's different.
See, y'all are going away from the actual topic, and y'all are trying to gaslight me now. Ain't nobody said nothing about no man. Y'all brought up men. The question is, should you always speak to a man like a king, right? And then you said at some particular point, because of what I do out in the world, I may feel like I want to speak out of term, right? So I asked, why would you feel compelled to speak to somebody outside in the world out of line? And you said, depends on whatever. So what I'm saying is we are what we repeatedly do. So if you, just as an individual, know that that's an issue that has to be addressed before you get married, just in my opinion, because you are what you repeatedly do. If you still have that impulse inside of you, and if you out there going off on whoever at a Waffle House or wherever, I don't care, at work or whatever, right? That at some point is going to go home, and he's going to put your ass out, and now you're going to be looking crazy. That's all I'm saying.